All right guys, welcome back to California. I'm Hugh and this is the Kitchen Daddy cooking channel, which is all about family cooking. Today we are going to be making a sensational smoked bacon and mushroom risotto. Now it's dead easy to make and it's perfect for busy families. It's going to feed about 4 people, so it's great if you've got older kids. And if you've got a teenager who's eating you out of house and home, this is perfect because it's great value and it really fills them up. So let's get into it. To kick things off, I need 4 pieces of smoked bacon, which I'm going to finely chop. Now I've got a pan on a nice medium heat. Let's add a touch of olive oil. Let's get the bacon in there and we're going to cook that on a nice gentle heat for a couple of minutes so we can render some of that bacon fat out and get that bacon slightly caramelized. So whilst that's cooking, let's finely dice an onion. Okay, let's add that to the bacon, let's move it around the pan and we're going to cook that on a nice gentle heat still for another couple of minutes until the onion becomes soft. Now for this dish I'm using 250 grams of brown mushrooms, but you can use any mushroom, white mushrooms, portobellos. If you're having a date night, you might want to substitute the bacon for pancetta, get some wild mushrooms, that would be absolutely lovely. Now I'm going to cut these into quarters, but if you've got a picky eater in your family, you might want to leave them larger so they can fish them out later on. Or if you've got younger children, you might want to chop these up really small, get them in so they are none the wiser. Anyway, let's add them to the bacon and the onions, we'll move them around the pan and let's cook them for about 3 or 4 minutes just so they can start getting some lovely colour on them as well. So the last thing I want to add is a couple of stalks of fresh thyme. Let's get them in and we're going to cook them for another couple of minutes. Okay, all of that looks fantastic. So let's grab our arborio rice, which is a special type of risotto rice. Now, I need 275 grams, that's roughly 10 ounces of rice. Let's add that in. We're going to drop the heat just a little bit because we're going to fry that rice for about a minute in the oil. So keep that moving around the pan. And when you hear it starting to crackle, that's when we're going to add our wine. I've got 200 mils of white wine, that's 6 fluid ounces. So let's add that in and let the rice absorb all of the wine. Don't worry yourself about having to add wine at this point. If you're going to make it properly, that's what you do. If you're making it just for a quick midweek meal, don't worry about it, just use stock. Speaking of stock, in this saucepan here, I've got 1.2 litres, that's 41 ounces of chicken stock, but you could use veg stock if you wanted to. Now I've got that on a kind of like nice heat, so just below kind of simmering point, because we always add warm stock to our rice because we don't want the temperature to keep dropping. We want to keep that constant, consistent temperature. This is how easy risotto is. The rice has absorbed all the wine, so we're just going to ladle over some stock, and if you're like me and a little bit impatient, let's just pour that over. So we want to get that so it's just about covered, and we're going to move that around the pan and we're going to cook that nice and gently until the rice has absorbed all of that stock. Then we're going to repeat it. So we're just going to ladle over more stock and we're going to keep doing this for 20 to 25 minutes until the rice is beautifully cooked. Okay, the rice is lovely and tender, so the last thing I'm going to add is some grated parmesan. I've also got some finely chopped parsley. Let's add that in as well and mix everything through together. Now I want to serve this family style, so I've got a big platter and let's plate up. Guys, I really hope this video showed you how easy risotto is to make and why it's such a great dish for busy families who need a good midweek meal. Now, if you did make it, leave a comment below. Let me, tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like, and just get in contact. I really want to find out how I can help you guys in the kitchen. So just leave a comment below. Now, whilst you're there, could you subscribe to the Kitchen Daddy YouTube channel? And you want to check out the Kitchen Daddy website as well, where I've got all the recipes on there and much more. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye, take care.